Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Welcome back to How Farms Work. We are starting to harvest here at the main farm. So we are just getting started on the beans. We're loading the truck now, and Hannah's going to be riding with us, or we're going to be riding with her for over half the ride because she's been wanting to learn how to drive semi. So what I've been doing is I started off letting her drive the truck down around the lot, down at the elevator. But then I was taken back over on the road. Well, she got familiar enough with that where she graduated up to driving back home, and now we're right to the tipping point where she needs to start driving with a load on to get used to the feel of it. So she's going to be driving back once we feel comfortable enough to where she can drive loaded down there. She'll take over, but it'll be nice for me because there'll be another person who can drive the truck in case there's other things that I need to be doing, or if we're short on help. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the fungicide turns out. None of the beans here have gotten fungicide yet, so we'll be covering that in a future video. The corn here did get fungicide, but it's going to be a while before we even think about starting that. Good. It's just little things that I had to figure out on my own over time. You've got me here to
tell me as I go.
Right.
And I'm looking it up later.
Try to address them faster. When it's fully loaded, the park brake isn't enough to hold the weight of the truck on some inclines. I've had it start rolling away from me before while I was loading it, and I had to run down and I pulled that lever.
But anyways, when I park on an incline? That's what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
I didn't use my dipstick. And I didn't screw the dipstick in.
Hannah,
Don't worry, I recorded it too.
what do you
Checking
mean?
the oil?
You recorded it?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. So, Hannah didn't put the dipstick in all the way. I usually just give it a light turn. Yeah, it actually does tighten it down if you screw it on. So, it either bounced back out because you didn't stick it in far away or whatever, but it's been...
I put it in all the way, but it didn't screw, so it didn't have any type of hold.
It's been leaking a little bit, so it didn't lose a lot of oil. It just kind of dripped straight down. And according to how much she's taken out so far, it really didn't lose much of anything at all. The truck really needed the oil change anyway, so I called down to Truck Country and got enough oil and filters for it. We already changed the fuel filter, we just need to change the coolant and the oil filters. According to the manual, it takes about 10 gallons of oil. We reached Dubuque. There's tons of traffic. We made it all the way up to the bridge, but we pulled off and found a safe spot to park. And I've actually got what's called, it's like an air filter regulator on the back of the transmission for the range between gears 7 and 8, I believe. Nope, 6 and 7. There's a range shifter, so you'll hear like an air pop when you switch it between gears, and that switches between high and low. Well, it's leaking air. It's a secondary draw from the air, so I could drive the truck with it, although probably not too legally. So we have some free time. We've got the tools. Hannah and I literally just stopped at Truck Country because this regulator on Big Red is leaking air, and we just got the part in, so since we're not going anywhere, I might as well repair it. This is the pressure air filter regulator piece, whatever they call it. $60-some from Truck Country. I imagine it lowers the pressure for the valve. So this is the valve right here that it's attached to. Pretty sure this is original. The bolts holding it on are actually pretty clean, but the air leak's coming out from one of those holes on the regulator. Hannah can show you the new piece here in a second. So I just got this air hose off on the bottom. I got to take this one off, and then there's one on the back yet. I'm not sure how I'm going to get this one off yet because nothing I have can fit on there, and I can't quite see what kind of fitting that is yet, but I'm hoping at the very least if I can get everything else disconnected, I can put a wrench on that and I can turn the valve by hand and hopefully back that out and put it back in and at least get home. All right, pack her up, let's go. Dude, this thing is sweet.
I
Here, pull on it. Greatest purchase of the day.
Holy cow, he skid way down. Look, oh man.
So far the yields are pretty good. Average, we're looking at upper 60s on this farm, and the moisture has been anywhere between 12 and 13.5%. So these beans are actually wetter and they're actually getting dried. My harvest beard has begun. Now I'm at peak attractiveness. It's been a while since I've done a clean shave, so I figured I'd do harvest beard this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing how long I can get it before we finish. Hannah has been picking up driving the truck really fast. This video has mostly been about me, well, riding with Hannah and trying to give her little pointers here and there. She's picking it up a lot faster than I did, but I had to learn everything on my own without an instructor sitting next to me. And she's doing really good. She's driving around down at the elevator and all the way back home on her own. Now I'm gonna take her one more step up and she's gonna start driving loads down there. And hopefully, eventually, we'll get her driving on her own, which I think she's pretty close. Reversing still kind of throws her off, but she did back the truck in next to the grain bins earlier for the first time. So that takes some time and practice. It's all just about experience. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. We are moving to the fields that got soybean fungicide, so that'll be talked about in our next video as well. We're going to Travis's field after this one. And then we're going to be doing the ones that got the trials, where hopefully we'll be able to see a difference in what got the fungicide and what didn't, because on Travis's I left a small check strip that I didn't spray. On my soybeans, I went out and like did a 50-50 thing where I sprayed half the place in little narrow strips to try to show in the yield monitor the difference. And I think that there's going to be a very, very big difference in the fungicide this year. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, all how farms work. And with that, we'll see you next time.